separate branch of the military.
We are going to have the Air Force and we are going to have the Space Force. Separate but equal.
There are very real security threats in space. The U.S. has a vast array of military, intelligence, and communication satellites with sensors that track anything from missiles to driving directions on your phones. And those could indeed be vulnerable. We already have a space command under the Air Force with 30,000 personnel working on keeping our space assets safe. So some believe a new Space Force would just add a layer of bureaucracy that is not needed. But the Trump team is already turning this into a political cause, today asking supporters to vote for their favorite Space Force logo, intending to sell a line of merchandise to support the Trump campaign. And as popular as that merchandise could be, for now, a new Space Force is just a proposal. It would take an act of Congress to create a new branch of the military. Tom?
Martha Raddatz for us. Martha, thank you. We want to head overseas now to Yemen, a deadly toll in that country's bitter civil war. An airstrike by the U.S.-backed Saudi-led coalition on rebel territory.
Yeah, these are supposed to be our allies.
School trip. More than 24 children among the dead. ABC senior foreign correspondent
the
Ian
people
Hale
that wound
reporting
up
once again on
plotting and planning 9/11
in the world.
Tonight, carnage in Yemen as the Saudi coalition bombs a packed market, killing 29 children, wounding another 30. They were in a school bus heading to a picnic.
And these are our allies?
With a head wound. They gently remove his school bag as he cries, "They hit my head. They hit my head." Yemen's a country suffering the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Thousands are dead, millions near starvation, and two warring sides accused of war crimes, as we saw when we visited earlier this year. You can see the intensity of the battles that were fought here. This isn't the first attack on civilians, and despite talk of peace, it won't be the last. Tom, the Pentagon tonight says the US military was not directly involved in those airstrikes, but it won't say if American bombs, intelligence and fuel it gives to Saudi were used. This latest attack on civilians, including so many children killed, will raise more questions about that US support. Tom?
Ian panel tonight with that horrific attack. All right, Ian, thank you. Back here at home into Puerto Rico, a much higher death toll on the island after Hurricane Maria than was first reported.